Now, Jack, we've already made a podcast on this, but you and I have been speaking about it over the last few weeks, and it's one of those rare topics that needs to be harped on about all the time. You never hear it enough. We know that from living this. It's really good to be reminded about it. So guys, we are back with another episode on giving value and the importance of it.
Yeah, not sure how many we've done of giving value so far, Jess. Probably 2 or 3, but It's one of those things needs to be reminded, brought up regularly because it's so important and it feels like it falls on deaf ears a lot of the time.
It's the most bizarre principle, and you and I literally spoke about this conversation maybe 10 times. Is like you can give value, but the rate at which you forget to do it again, it's a really odd thing.
Yeah, let's dive into that. I wanna get to the bottom of that. I'm not sure why. Maybe being in a small business, there's just so many things that need your attention, and I suppose you're surviving all the time in a sense. So
it's counterintuitive to give.
Yeah, you could give all the time, but then you got to come back to are we good to make it through this week and pay ourselves next week?
100%. Yeah, there's so much like learnings and things going on that being like the giver, which takes a big person and a really like structured person too. Sometimes you're just not made out for that, but you need to be. That's the problem.
Yeah, I got another thing on this too. When you're in small business and things are moving so quick and you're meeting new people and everything's new and cool and fresh, it's so easy to get roped into new ideas, new people, new ways of thinking, which, then you just dismiss everything that you've just previously done to get to that point. I know we do this a lot, and we have been doing it quite a bit, probably the last month. We come across something, we're like, fuck, this is exciting.
Yeah, it's an opportunity.
There's an opportunity here, but in taking on that opportunity, what does that mean for everything that we've previously built?
Yeah, exactly. It's a good point. And in terms of value and what we mean by that, the best way to define it in a small business sense, I think there's product value. So giving out free products, that's what we do. That's why I've started there. There's giving out educational content. So really educating your audience on, for us, it's this podcast. We're trying to give value through education and, hear people's stories and journeys on how they built what they've built. And I think that can educate people at the start of their journey. Mm-hmm. There's also entertaining content. We've done a little ridiculous Josh Giddy video that'll be out hopefully by the time you hear this. So you can go on and have a look at that. I think it's entertaining. It's a bit lighthearted. It's not so not something we've done before, but I think it's quite a gag.
Starring Jesse Toniolo, that one. Is there any other forms? So what do we have? Education, product, Entertainment. Time is another big one.
Yeah.
You can give your time to someone. That's big sign of respect if someone's taking out a chunk of their day to help you with something. We've been very fortunate that we've had 3 to 4, older mentor-like figures do that for us quite regularly in the past month, which has been a godsend.
Yeah. Time's huge. I think with time as well, there's a lot of shapes and forms in which you can give your time, but I think physically being there for someone, whether that's like go to a coffee, whether that's go behind the scenes of their brand, spend a day with them, like being there, being present physically is a great way to give value.
Yeah. Cool. So let's give you guys a case study of how we've been trying to give value, more specifically the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, we know that this can sound a bit wishy-washy, hence why we do an episode on it almost once a month, because it needs to be reiterated and it can be forgotten about. So a really tangible way that we've done this, and our loyal followers will know, they probably have their tote bag in their hand as they're listening to this, as they're on their way to our uni or wherever it may be, is we gave away 300 tote bags. We wanted to actually only give away 150. That was the smart thing. We keep 150 on the side, give away half, maybe sell a few, maybe wait till we have some, clients that we could give them to, as a bit of an onboarding gift or whatever it might be. But Jack, we got so many DMs that again, back to giving values, I don't want to turn people away.
Jesse's a yes man, if you haven't figured that out already. So
they know that.
Yeah, lucky Jesse's on the DMs and not me. We ended up spending about $5,500 on this tote bag giveaway, if you will.
Yeah.
So pretty substantial amount of money. And it doesn't mean that's what it has to look like for you. It could be through your time or energy and different things. Doesn't have to be money necessarily, but that's what it looked like for us. But that's a no-brainer for us, Jesse. And why is that?
Yeah, I want to speak to that because we gave away. So obviously it's taken us a while to be able to give away something that's worth $5,500. Like that doesn't happen. Like we just weren't in a spot at the start of the year to do that. But what we did do at the start of the year, we haven't spoken about this one in a while. We gave away I think it was about 200 stickers, just like 1 or 2 stickers in an envelope. It was easy. We sent them out very cost effectively through the Oz Post, the letter. What's it called? I mean, we don't send letters anymore. It's like the pigeons now. The stamp? What's it called when the PO box? I don't know. Not the PO box.
The mailbox.
The mailbox.
Yeah.
Anyway, something like that. The pigeons. But we sent that out real cost effectively, and that would have cost us, maybe $800, if that, $500. So to be honest though, we didn't get a great return. Like I think every brand gives away stickers nowadays. And then, you know what I mean? Like even on its value, it's like a sticker costs us like 10, 50 cents, whatever it is. It's not that big of a gift to give
Almost
someone.
expected.
Yeah, it is. So we gave away a lot, but I didn't really see like anyone, lose their mind. With that said, I think we had a retail drop a month or two after, and we sold quite well. So maybe that was part of the reason too. So I'm not here to like there's never a bad way to give value. It was like there's never a negative to it. But I'm just saying, sometimes when you do give, it's good to actually go above and beyond, because I think there is a huge correlation to what you give is what you get back.
Yep.
But it's important to not give to just get back. That's
what I was about to jump in with. Yeah. So it is very important to give without, wanting to receive and without expecting to receive. Because that's a pretty slippery slope once you start to think about numbers and, if I give away 300 tote bags, I must get this in return, otherwise it wasn't worth it, which is just a very short-sighted way of thinking about things. And we know that those tote bags, they may not translate to, sales as such in the next year or so, but it's going to build up our goodwill over the longevity of our brand. And maybe in 2-3 years' time, we see a lot of that come back through, word of mouth, or people are using their totes every day, and we have a drop coming up and they happen to see the Colourplan. Oh yeah, Colourplan, and they have a drop this week, and maybe I'll jump on.
Yep.
I know the product's good. They gave me this free tote bag once upon a time.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have another drop at retail till the end of the year. So it's like we're not even in a position to capitalize. There's nothing on our website for the retail customers to buy.
Yeah.
So that we're in this for the long game, and I think if the listeners out there wondering it, you have to, if you're going to do this value approach, don't just do it over like 2 months, 6 months. The longer you're in the game, the luckier you get. Yeah. And I know these are cliches and you've heard them, and I don't mean lucky. Like you're just going to receive that value you gave often comes back over. If the longer you're in it, the larger and the more likelihood it'll come back. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I know, you can hear it in my voice. Stay in it. Every single day is a win. You're moving forward. And then one day you're going to get such a big reward that you're going to actually be rattled.
You won't know it's from all those little things though, because you would have done so many of them. So don't get caught up on, this means this or this equals that. Just know that it's part of the journey, and everything will come back some way, somehow.
Yeah, well said. And a quick word on analytics. So we did the giveaway. We also did a giveaway. So this was different to the tote bags. Mm-hmm. We did a small business giveaway, which is different. There's a million giveaways nowadays. It's very common on social media. We're not bringing any new information out, telling you how to give away. You're actually probably a bit pissed off seeing so many on your feed. But we try to make a little spin on this as we do wholesale. We wanted to give to a small business. It's obviously a tough time right now as well for small businesses globally. That this obviously talks in a recession and things like that. So we thought it was really important to give away 25 t-shirts, 25 hoodies to a small business. We really just randomly picked one. Like we didn't know the people. The comments were a frenzy. I think it was just shy of 2,000. So it was a bit of a nightmare to actually pick a business. But we picked Torello Farms, this local organic farm.
Yeah, which resonates a lot with us. Love the look of what they do, and we've heard a lot of good things about them already, just from people going, wow, you picked them, they're awesome, blah, blah, blah. So that was really good for us to hear, I suppose, and we're looking forward to getting down there and handing them the garments and doing a cool design with them, which would be really cool. But again, another example of giving value in a different way that reflects what we do, to a T, is give garments at a wholesale level. So it matches up very well with what we do. And as a byproduct, the giveaway was great in attracting attention. Obviously we had just shy of 2,000 comments, I think over 50 shares. And it's just a great way to get eyes on your brand. And so I think that will, also, there's been a lot of small businesses that have been introduced to us through people tagging them on the giveaway.
Yeah.
So, another benefit, I suppose, but coming up with different ways to, bring attention, without maybe wanting to really capitalize in the moment.
Yeah.
Is really important. Jess, with giveaways comes a bit of a beware.
Yeah, there's a huge beware here. Be careful. This is interesting because there was literally the day after we did the giveaway, there was a spam account, a really big spam account called Colorplane. It's got all 33 of our photos perfectly. They've done one of the best spam accounts I've ever seen. I actually put on the story that we'd love to hire the person behind it because they were doing an incredible job of hopefully not scamming anyone, but just the aesthetic of it is incredible. Amazing. But long story short is the penny dropped for me, and I realized everyone's seen these spam accounts, imitate other brands and do that, and it's really common and annoying. I know we've all seen, please report this, guys, it's not me. We've all seen it. But then where the penny dropped is it actually often occurs after a giveaway. So these scammers are getting really smart, and they realize your audience is most vulnerable and most open is when a giveaway is on, because that's when, you're going to reach out with a prize for them, right? So that's when they exist. That's when they pop up out of nowhere. And that's just a little word of advice. If you're running a giveaway, be really aware of that, because I've seen it happen to about 5 or 10 brands when they're doing giveaways is when it happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Just to recap, guys, give value, give value, give value. If you guys don't get anything out of it, at least we are, because it's a good reminder for us to keep doing it. So, we're always going to keep doing these episodes, I think, Jesse, just because it helps us stay on track when there's 100 different things going on trying to take us off that.
I love that. And if I'm to give one more sentence, it's if you're umming and ahhing, if you're giving enough value, you're not, double down and give more.